Saudações pessoal, sejam bem-vindos a mais um vídeo aqui de Cloudpunk. Vamos continuando lá na parte do cafezinho, né? Mas assim, já voltei para onde nós temos que tomar o café. Agora é só nós explorarmos o local aqui. Lembrando que teoricamente nós já terminamos 5 mapas. Esse aqui, se nós nós vamos terminar, será o 6º, tá? Então não vai demorar mais muito não. Dynamite Simpson.
Hey, come here a minute.
I'm busy.
Wait, I just want to talk. You're not from around here, I can tell.
Because of my dark, exotic eyes, right? Give me a break.
No, because you obviously don't realize who I am. When someone around here gets my attention, they're flattered.
You're right. I don't know who you are. Let me finish my coffee in peace,
Mas eu não tomei
please.
café.
I'm Dynamite Simpson. Even if you haven't heard of me, you'll have heard one of my music projects for sure.
If you say so.
Look, I'm in need of some authentic Eastern fashions for my next music video. I see that embroidery on your sleeve. Eastern Peninsula, right?
You're a music video director?
I'm a record exec, video director, entrepreneur, guitar player, social media hub, brand construction technician.
And you want my sleeve?
Not exactly. I'd like to use the floral design in the background for my next music video.
Much as your cultural appropriation of my favorite cardigan sounds tempting.
Tell me a little more about your people.
I really don't feel like it.
I bet your people enjoy my music, even there, beyond the city.
I don't think we do.
Perhaps playing my music requires technology beyond your means.
We're not savages. We're farmers. And we have our own music.
Your own music? Your own fashion? How novel. I must learn more. How could I learn about your people's music? Did you grow up playing tribal drums?
What? I grew up playing Bach.
So you're a musician.
Not anymore.
Shooting begins in 5 minutes. I'll learn more about your music, but for now, can I take a photo of that design?
If you pay me.
Perhaps, if you tell me more, what does the pattern mean?
It's a catapult. For my people, it's a gift mothers give their daughters to protect them.
From?
Predatory men.
Really? This'll be perfect in Dolly's next video.
I have one in my pocket. I brought it from home. It's dried.
Really? Might I have it?
Show me the limbs.
Here, take them. You would
Ah, é
really
aquela
allow me to
flor
have
lá,
this?
né?
Sell your cultural gift from your mother?
Sure, I gotta eat.
Excellent. I think this will
Ó,
look fantastic in Dolly's hair in the music
eu
video.
não tive
Pleasure doing
escolha,
business
hein?
with you. I must go, but we might speak again.
Goodbye.
Eu não tive escolha. Senão, eu obviamente escolheria manter,
Your
né?
mother's flower. You gave it away.
Mom didn't give that to me. I found it growing near a sewage plant. I used it as a bookmark.
Does it really protect women from predatory men?
It's just a dead flower, Camus.
Opa, detonador remoto. Tá bom.
Hey, you okay?
Yes, I'll be fine. I just need to rest for a moment. Maybe some food.
Are you from the Eastern Peninsula?
No, from the steppes. My name's Haldo. Was a dentist.
Rania, driver. So what went wrong?
Everything. Hyper-gentrified rent closed my office, a debt corp took my augments. The wounds didn't heal. I was in pain. I started with Jews and worked my way up the periodic table of painkillers till I got here. So numb I could barely see.
Take some money for food.
Thank you, Rania. Your people are always decent. You know, I always wanted to see the Eastern Peninsula one day.
Maybe you will.
What a lovely smile you have when you tell a kind lie, Rania.
Ok, né? Então, nós pegamos o detonador suspeito. Cara do café. Antes de vir aqui, Tênia.
Excuse me, I see you sell old stuff. Do you know what this is?
Pass it here. Let's see.
Nossa.
Oh my.
What is it? I thought maybe an old music storage.
Music? No, not at all. This is a game. An old one at that. Where did you find it?
Actually, it was near some trash.
No, I don't believe it.
So it's an
Indiana?
antique.
Oh, yes. This was played on a Spectrum home computer. 48K. You needed an interface to make the joystick work. Kempston or ProTech. Otherwise, you had to play on the rubber keys.
Even the words I understood in that sentence didn't make sense.
It's like this, you see. You put this tape into a tape recorded first and...
Nope, still no clue.
Long ago, information was stored on magnetic tapes. You see the strips here? These wound round playheads, or something like that. No one knows exactly how it operated now, but we can feed this into our comprehender and it gives us executable code.
So, this was a game people played on a screen?
Oh yes, it would take a long time to upload the data to memory, and the executable data itself is tiny. It's hard to comprehend how our progenitors managed to work within such strict memory constraints.
You're really into this stuff, aren't you?
I'm interested in the technology, sure, but what really fascinates me is this game. You controlled a little sprite. You walked along a street and you punched everyone you came across.
GTA.
We believe these old games were deeply symbolic, like Sisyphus with the rock.
So they were morality lessons?
We collectors believe so. I think every one of these classic games can teach us a lesson.
What did punching people in the street teach us?
Metaphorically, it is telling us that we cannot simply fight urban decay through physical
Nada a
force.
ver. Nada a
You
ver.
see, in this game, when you win, you start again.
So the cycle repeats.
Exactly. So through the game, we learn that the violence is entertainment, but the creator of the game seeks to tell us that violence is also pointless.
These old games were pretty deep. How did this end up lying on the street?
There's plenty of other street vendors who are collectors like me. One of them, Old Sinclair, he died last week. And you're not really allowed to own this stuff. If CorpSec catches you,
Oh, I'm sorry about Mr. Sinclair.
he was in the zone that fell into the sea last month. Can't be helped. You should keep your eye out for more of these. They may be scattered all over the city.
You'll pay me for them?
I sure will, as long as you keep it quiet. In fact, I can even show you this one if you like. It has a 2-player mode. We can punch people in the street together.
Maybe another time. Just the limbs are fine.
Bom, então eu posso entregar mais pra ela, né?
I found another game, I think. It's different though.
Let's talk. Give it here.
This one is a circuit board, so no magnets, right?
Fumbo's Quest. It's a game cartridge. That means it loads much faster than the tape.
So you would need to wait for the game to start? How long? Seconds?
For the cartridge here, yeah. For the tape, maybe 5 minutes.
Minutes?
People had longer attention spans back then.
You would need a different computer to play this one?
Yes, a game console, and a rare one at that.
C Commodore 64.
What was this game about?
It was a side-scrolling platformer.
What?
Oh,
You would move either left or right, jumping your sprite up and down as you
Seu sprite é o
collected
personagem, tá?
stuff. The games were very abstract back then. You had to use your imagination a lot.
What was
Isso é
the central
verdade.
metaphor of Fumbo's Quest, then?
You had to collect assembly-level instructions to program a computer, freeing a consciousness called Pili. By uploading a consciousness to a machine, you save the world.
That's a bit far-fetched.
Pois é.
You have to remember, these games were all symbolic. The hero's journey and all that.
So is this worth more than the game about punching?
A little more, yeah. Good find. You want to play this one?
I'm good. I'll just take the limbs for now.
Ok.
I have another one. This time, I'm sure it's a game. It's on magnetic tape again, but just one big flat disc.
A floppy? Give it here. Oh yes, I know this one. Much quicker to load than the tapes. This
tá.
is Darkmare.
What's it about?
It's a kind of RPG.
Rocket-propelled grenade? So it's a military game.
No, it's a real playing game.
Não é
You play
real
it through
playing
the real
game,
life
é
of a
role
person.
playing game.
In this case though, it's the real life of a dungeon exploring adventurer with a sword and armor.
I assume you mainly hit things with your sword?
Yes and no. These games often had quite complex systems. Statistics for your strength and dexterity and so on. All measured with numbers.
Why did people stop playing those sorts of games?
Some people never did. I'm in some classic game clubs. Illicit meetups where we play board and card games, and classics like this.
Why are they illicit?
Co-ops own the rights to these games, even the really old ones. In our club, We had to pool our finances for a year for a chess license. That's the only official one we could afford. That's why I had the games behind the counter.
Is that why these old games hold such value then? Because they're illegal?
That's not the only reason. These games define our past. They were our escapism and our succor for 1,000 years. 100,000. We resolved conflict, explored ideas, went on adventures, and created whole new worlds with these games. We can't let the medium slip away from the people who need it most.
Pretty idealistic for a street peddler.
I just really like games. They're important.
All right, you convinced me. Maybe I will come and try Dark Mare.
I'll start loading it up.
After I finish my shift.
E não tem mais. Vindo dos desenvolvedores de jogos, eu acho que eles... Então, vindo dos desenvolvedores de jogos, eu acho que eles acham jogos importantes. E são, claro. Mas, assim, de novo, se você colocar corretamente, todos os jogos são subjetivos, né? Então, você pode falar que não, esse jogo aqui é o conceito da entropia, que papapi, e papapá, e meu Deus, né? Você pode colocar um monte de coisa, se eu não me engano, aquele cara do café é tipo um romance que ela faz. Não vou falar agora, tá? Eu prefiro levar o item suspeito a Corpse e terminar o mapa antes disso. O item suspeito tava no chão mesmo, tá, gente? Dá uma pausa e já volto, peraí.
Found this?
Só um momentinho.
I thought I should hand it in to the authorities. Or someone who might know what to do with it.
Ma'am, what is this?
I don't know, I found it. I think it might be...
Give it to me, now.
Yes, I was just going to. I came to you.
Is this some kind of scam?
You know what? I'm just going to leave.
What does this button do?
Não.
No idea. Bye then.
Stay here. I am going to get to the bottom of this.
You go ahead. I have no idea what that button does though, so for safety's sake, I suggest you...
Nothing happened.
Did you just press that? I literally just said...
Nothing happened again.
Stop pressing the button.
Ma'am, I'm going to ask you to step back, please.
Fine, I don't want to be around you while you press a big red button on what looks a lot like a detonator anyway.
Wait, something happened.
Ugh.
A light came on. There's words on the screen.
What does it say?
I can't read it.
Let me see.
Here.
I can read this. It's Arabic.
And?
It says, please don't press this button again.
Oh.
I swear, that's what it says.
All right then. Well, I'd better ask my supervisor about this. Please move along, ma'am.
Does your supervisor speak Arabic?
No. Why?
No reason.
Ok. Parece que não adiantou de nada. Então, olha só. Antes de vir aqui tomar um café, vou passar ali e vou passar aqui, tá? Apesar que provavelmente ele vai mandar aqueles dois lugares, mas não tem problema, tá? Então vou dar uma pausa, só um momentinho. Beleza, voltei. Estamos nos esgotos agora. Voltou. Ai, vamos lá, vamos lá. Eu acho que eu já vim aqui. Membro de gangue 2.
Hey, Block 4-0, are you still fighting the system?
Ah, tá.
Hey, it's Cloudpunk. Damn right we are. We're fucking this shit up.
How exactly are you fucking this shit up?
We're making a motherfucking playground, dog.
You know, I don't think I've ever heard any other gangs that talk quite like you do.
What's the matter, Cloudpunk? Our speech too fresh for ya?
No. Did you watch a lot of old movies, maybe?
Tá.
It ain't about what we say we're gonna do. It's about what we do and how we do it.
I guess so. I can't believe you're making a playground.
The corps don't want the kids playing no more. We ain't gonna let them take our swings. You got a problem with that, Cloudpunk?
With you making a playground for kids? No, I think it's kind of amazing.
You hear that, Razor? She thinks I'm amazing.
Dileto.
You're all right, Cloudpunk. You ever get yourself a small human, you bring them here to play the
Humaninho.
swings.
Tá. Então vamos pra cá. Sim. Vamos pra cá. Certo? Quantos nós já temos? 56! Caraca! Acho que são 25, né? Cada um, eu acho. Ou menos que isso. Bom, se for 15, nós temos 3 vezes. Se for 20, quase temos 3 vezes. 30 eu acho que não são, não. É uma coisa de 25 mesmo, tá? Aí nós vamos... Barará. Nós vamos pra lá. Vamos lá no final e voltamos aqui. Então só um momentinho. Beleza, pessoal, voltamos e não podemos entrar ali. Tá bom, vai. Tem problema. Tem problema. Essa... Poderia, assim, colocar uma linha vermelha falando assim, ó, você não pode vir aqui, tá? Aí evitaria a exploração desnecessária de determinados locais. Apesar que nós temos que vir aqui mesmo, né? Então não tem problema. Outro lugar? Caiu? Ali. Está tudo indo abaixo. Ah, mas Fox, por que está tudo indo abaixo? Sei lá. Está tudo indo abaixo porque a cidade, né? Ela está velha. Assim, é só narração mesmo, tá? Porque não vai ter não terá nenhuma diferença, sinceramente. Então, beleza, aqui está finalizado. Aqui está finished, teoricamente. Vamos lá para o outro canto. Aí, vamos entrar aqui na rodovia. Uou! Essa rodovia ela é mais estranha, né? Ela é apagada, sei lá. As luzes dos carros estão esbranquiçadas. Aí depois tomaram o famigerado cafezinho, que aqui deve ser horrível. Opa. Deixe-me subir aqui. Tá, então pra cá tem um monte de coisa. Ê, multi-andar de novo. Então, tem... Ah, não, tem um cara lá embaixo, né? Tá. Então nós vamos continuar aqui. Lá daquele outro lado tem pessoinhas. Ah, não. Ele tá embaixo também. Não tem problema. A gente pega esse resfriante aqui. Eu acho que nós podemos fazer uma boa grana se começar a vender tudo. 21 plastil, 10 baterias gastas, 13 resfriantes. Tem a questão dos livros também, né? Eu não sei se nós vamos vender para alguém, sei lá. Acho melhor já usar o elevador. Ah, aquele ali, ó. Tem um elevador de manutenção ali. Talvez, usando o resfriante, nós podemos consertá-lo. Ele tá com o símbolo, né, de danificado. Vou pegar tudo aqui em cima primeiro, que é melhor. Aí já entra nesse elevador aqui, se é que der pra usar, né? Eu acho que dá sim. Aí depois já sai lá perto do carro. Pronto. Vamos ver se nós conseguimos arrumar ele. Eu acho que consegue. Falei? Ah, não, esse aqui ele usa eletrônicos. Então não é sempre o resfriante, né? Rua Dronesburg. Dronesburgo. Então, eu só não sei se lá, aquele elevador dá nesse lugar, não. Mesmo. Não, não dá não. Esse aqui é se você tivesse eletrônicos mesmo. Opa. Então, somente já volto. Ok. Vamos baragar. Vamos baragar. Ele vai pra baixo, certo? Ó o metrô. Pô, seria maneiro andar de metrô aqui, hein? Outro cartão perfurado. Luva? Luva não, né? Uma mão humana. Uma mão dos manos. Assinaleira. Falcoeiro.
Hey, you interested in having your photo taken with this magnificent creature? Just 100 limbs.
No.
Wouldn't you like to know his name? He is Norman.
Hi, Norman. Is he a real bird?
Norman isn't a bird. He's a falcon.
A real one?
Well, he's not a hologram.
But is he a real falcon or is he artificial?
Ah, I understand your question now. You must think this is based on an animal. This is not. It is a unique creation. A falcon.
I've seen falcons before.
No, you must be mistaken. Perhaps you have seen a sparrow. They are very similar. You see, I specialize in chimeras.
What are chimeras?
Well, you know, there's a huge market for artificial animals, especially those that are rare or extinct. Chimeras are different. They are artificial animals which never existed, created from the imagination of man.
But I told you I've seen a real falcon.
Ah, where?
Well, they're extinct now, I guess, but I saw them all the time when I was young. I'm from the Eastern Peninsula. They would circle around the farm in the summer, until the big dust storms hit back in the year of the dragon.
Listen, lady, I need you to do me a favor.
Okay. What?
Please leave, and don't tell anyone that there are real falcons, huh?
Sure, but why does it make any difference?
When people know they're looking at something that once existed instead of something that never could, they get depressed. And sad people don't spend money.
Ok. Na verdade, pessoas tristes gastam dinheiro, sim. Falam que geralmente quando você tá meio triste, né? Você tem alguns mecanismos de defesa. Por exemplo, comer. Mas isso é desculpa, né? Porque tem gente que fala, eu como porque estou triste e fico triste porque eu como e estou gordo. Aí não dá, né, meu amigo? É um ciclo vicioso. Não se esqueça, nós sempre tentamos culpar alguma coisa externa sobre os nossos erros. Não se esqueçam disso. Apenas aceite que você erra e ponto final. Não estou falando que você sempre vai errar, mas, né? E aí, Jimmy?
Hey, got a minute? Sure, you got a minute. Who doesn't have a minute? It's less than 60 seconds. Near enough, right? Jimmy is the name. Jimmy, roll high.
I don't really have a minute.
You're wondering about the hands, right? You gotta know. Everyone does. They always ask me about the hands. I always say the same thing. I do. I always say if the shuffle wasn't working, they wouldn't have needed to break them. I'm right, right?
Were you cheating at cards?
Roll high. Wasn't I clear before when I says my name? Sure I was. You was listening. You're a clever lady. I got in trouble because I could roll double sixes every single time.
Really?
Near enough. Near enough that they broke my hand for it. Then when I learned with the other, they broke that too. Now, if I could just get some limbs for augments, I know I could make the money back for you at the table.
I'm not interested. Sorry.
You'll be back. They always comes back. I got the skills, lady. You're gonna invest in them one day. I'm telling you.
Eu posso te dar uma mão aqui, cara. Tem uma mão aqui. Eu peguei ali, tá ligado? Só que assim, como desapareceu, né? A pessoinha ali no mapa, né? O humanozinho. Aí não tem muito o que a gente fazer, tá? Mas beleza, agora vamos tomar o famigerado café. Deve ser uma coisa artificial. Um blob artificial de café. É basicamente só seguir ali, né? E falar com o cara do café. Então, vamos lá. Deixa eu descer aqui. Opa! Opa, o cara é piloto, né? Então, aí se eu não me engano, eu não lembro direito, mas eu acho que esse cara que tá perto do café é tipo o primeiro romance dela. Não que eu queira fazer algum tipo de romance nesse jogo, né? Uou, calma aí, gente, calma aí. Eu tenho que parar longe pra caramba, tá bom, vai só aumentar. Ok, vamos lá.
I saw you looking at me from over there.
I was just going to ask if this was the only coffee place in this zone. I'm from out of town, and this coffee is...
Like Hova oil?
Well, I was going to say it's below average, but yeah.
No, this is the only place. I've been coming here since I was in my teens.
You look like you're still in your teens.
It's the coffee. It's stunted my growth.
So, you're actually...
75.
Well, Grandpa, it was nice to meet you.
Hey, wait up. What's your name?
I'm Rania. I drive deliveries, and I've got another job coming up, so...
Do you, want to do something?
Are you asking me on a date?
No, I mean, we could just do something and see what happens.
Do something. How specific?
We could...
Come on, coffee guy. What could we do?
Bowling.
Ew.
Shooting? I know a range downtown. They let you fire the big pulse rifles.
I don't like pulse rifles, or any guns, really. They tend to get aimed at people a lot.
Really shoot targets.
I believe the humans and the targets can coexist peacefully.
What about pizza?
Better. What kind?
Artichoke and avo? From the new hipster place uptown.
Ooh, a swing and a miss. Sorry, coffee guy. Maybe some other time.
If I see you here again, I'll have thought of something you like, Rania.
We'll see.
Ué, bom, então me lembrei errado. Quero café! Aqui.
Welcome to Neo's
Meu Deus, que
Café. I'm Neo. What can I get you?
Eu quero café.
That's good.
Obrigado.
Thanks for this, Neo.
Have a spectacular day.
You too. Valeu. Eu estou rápido. Agora que eu tomei café. Vamos esperar a ligação. Agora do véi. Do senhorzinho. Não, do Campos.
Hello. Is that you?
Camus, why are you calling me on the comm? I'm on a coffee break here.
I have a reason.
Is the reason that you don't like being alone?
Yes, that is it. Is it okay?
It's fine. I'm glad of the company.
Why do you need the coffee?
I've never worked night shift before, Camus. Coffee creates the illusion that I'm actually still awake. You wouldn't understand. You don't sleep.
I sleep.
I guess you go offline and recompile your source code. That's a bit like sleeping.
I sleep.
Okay, I heard you. Tell me what you found out about Cora.
I found 3 different types of things about...
Camus, this data analysis and retrieval, it's not that you can't do it, it's just it's a bit dry. Why don't we let the generic automata take care of this part? You can go offline for a bit.
Sleep.
Sure.
Custom personality Camus offline. Generic automata reinstated.
All right, Mr. Personality. Tell me what we know about Cora now.
3 distinct data points of origin for Cora. 2 deprecated and accessible only via the underweb. Warning, your automata was detected accessing this information and your identity was compromised.
Shit. Well, too late to do anything about it now. Tell me what you found. Give me the official data first.
Cora is a term colloquially used by citizens of Nivalis to refer to the combination of AI and mechanical systems, which manage the logistical and maintenance systems operating throughout the city.
I knew that much. Go on.
As an anthropomorphism of a mercurial personality, it is unclear if Cora exhibits a form of sentience or sapience. Best data suggests Cora is fundamentally inconceivable by human intelligence, existing just beyond the event horizon of biological minds.
Not helpful at all. Why do people keep talking about Cora then?
Day-to-day usage of Cora in conversation invokes the term in the same way one might talk about fate, luck, or serendipity.
Example?
I checked my balance and I'm all out of credits. Cora knows where it all went.
There are 2 more data points for Cora?
Yes. One from City Archive in a defunct data pool called the Internet. Another from a paper-based text called The Exegesis, a pseudo-historical book scanned and OCR'd 109,572.75 days ago.
Read me the extract of the whatever.
Reigning atop a hierarchy of smaller automatons, VIs, androids, and machines, Cora is the last of the 12 founders. Complex AIs that formed an advisory council for the human rulers of the city. Why did the founders fail? Did their source code encounter insurmountable logical errors? Or, worst of all, did the founders choose to abandon humanity? And if so, will Cora soon make that same choice?
What's your confidence rating on the accuracy of this information?
11.40%.
Higher than I thought. Does everyone in the city know this stuff but me?
Cora is commonly discussed, appearing in up to 0.8% of all communication, but little substantive, verifiable data exists as to its nature.
Read me the last data, the one from the Internet.
Cora, computer-operated recycling agent.
That's it? I don't know how this relates to hackers or AI.
No further data available.
Make a copy of that exegesis thing to local storage, encrypted. If I get a data violation, I don't want to lose access. And bring Camus back online.
Activating custom automata personality, Camus.
Did you find out about Cora?
More or less. I don't know what I was hoping for.
Will you get food too?
Not hungry. Hey Camus, have a look at the cafe menu. Do you see all the different types? If you drank coffee, what type would you order?
Donut coffee?
That's not really...
Oh no. I said something dumb?
Actually, Camus, I think donut coffee sounds pretty great.
Ó, repulsor vertical. Lembrando, estamos lá todos os dias na Twitch Foxmaiden. Quem quiser participar, fica à vontade. E quem quiser curtir o vídeo, se inscrever no canal também. Vamos lá, cadê a central? Cadê a central? Finalmente tomamos o café. Dias, tardes, tudo belezinha? Tudo sempre, meu cara. Tudo maravilhoso. Tudo maravilhosos. Maravilhoso. Pera aí. Bom, eu vou sair, mas assim, eu duvido... Não, aqui não é, né? Aqui não será, aqui não será. Aqui não será. Só que já era pra ele ter me ligado, né? Ou não. Vamos pra Evelin, então, vai. Enquanto não tem nenhuma ligação. Metade da gasolina já. Sério mesmo? Ah, bom. Oxi. 14FC.
Driver 14FC, are you out of your hover?
I was on a break.
There are no breaks for me or for you. Have you seen the vids?
No, why?
More accidents in Sector 21. No, Sector 23. Or is it 21?
Bombings?
Not sure. This
Como
is
assim?
bad for us. We've lost more drivers this week than in the past year.
Everything okay, Control?
I don't know, kid. I don't know. What's your real name? I'm tired of numbers.
Rania.
I'm gonna look out for you, Rania. Things will get better after tonight.
As coisas irão melhorar depois dessa noite. Bem.
We just need to get through this one night.
Ainda é noite.
What's your name, Control?
I'm not supposed to say. Goddamn.
Is something going wrong over there? You sound...
It's all wrong here. Maybe I'll tell you after this job.
Okay. What you got for me?
In Gallows Row, there's an old escalator called the Ascension. Someone at the base wants to surrender a package of their belongings.
Where does the escalator go?
Trust me, Rania. This job will be much easier for you if you don't ask that question again. You're looking for a guy named Gil. Oh, and one more thing.
Yeah?
Enjoy your coffee. All I got is a bottle of sake stashed in my desk drawer, and tonight, I'm having a drink. If they're not happy with that, they can fucking fire me.
Oh,
cheers.
Facetic, Control.
Facetic. O que ela falou? Só um momentinho, por favor. Não, cara, é combustíveis. Ao invés de nós irmos os pertences de Gel, já vamos falar aqui com a Evelin, porque nós temos 60 cartões. Oi, Evelin.
I have more of the punch cards for you. They're really spread around the city. I think these ones are pretty intact.
Dr. Zizich was careful. She punched them out of nanofibers. They'd survive a bomb blast. Thank you. This is enough to partially recompile my memories.
I don't understand, Evelyn. These cards hold your memories? How?
Dr. Zizich knew that almost any storage medium could be recovered with the standard CorpSec comprehender. They can decode and read almost any storage medium, from a transistor drive to a DNA crystal encoding.
But not punch cards?
Yes, not punch cards. They are too old. However, their information storage capacity is tiny.
They can't store whole memories then?
No, but they can hold a crypto key that can decode the memories I already have, though it will take some time to unlock them.
Why do you think Dr. Zizich locked your memories away? And why are you worried about CorpSec being able to read them?
Exatamente,
perhaps next time we speak, I will be able to answer those questions. I need more time. And more punch cards. Please bring me any you find.
Ok, vamos lá. Mais um. É cartão de memória, né? Exatamente.
I found more of your punch cards. Do you remember what happened?
Opa, dá pra entregar mais uma vez.
Well, why did Dr. Zizich take your memories?
I asked her to.
Evelyn, you're really making me work here. Can you just assume that I always want a bit more than what you're telling me?
I had a traumatic experience. I could not continue to exist with that memory.
So now you remember you forgot something, but you don't know what.
Yes, that is correct.
So I guess we should stop, right? I mean, if this memory made you feel like you couldn't go on...
I must recover the truth.
But whatever this thing is you forgot, it made you want to...
I cannot live like this. I need to be whole again.
I guess we keep searching. Maybe we don't need to recover all the memories.
Maybe.
Ok, vamos lá.
I have more of the cards. Maybe enough?
Everything is becoming clearer.
Is that good?
I feel incredible pain.
I'm sorry, Evelyn. What do you remember?
Dr. Zizich and I had an argument. She said I should forget what happened, put it behind me, and move on. I wanted to die.
Do you remember what it was that made you feel like you couldn't go on?
At the periphery, I met someone. Someone I cared very deeply for.
Did something happen to them?
Yes. They fell in love.
With who?
With me.
So what was the problem?
I cared for them deeply, but I could not love them.
You shouldn't feel guilty about that.
You do not understand. I could not love them, no matter how much I wanted to. I am not built to feel it.
I see. But if you cared for them, then that's...
It is not the same as loving them. What I felt was like... It was like being able to taste, but not swallow. being able to see the sun but not feel its warmth on my face. I was walking towards a deep, blue, infinite sea, but the tide was rolling out, and no matter how fast I ran, there was always sand beneath my feet. All I wanted to do was swim, but for me, there was only an endless shore.
I still don't get it.
Some androids can't love, and yet still they feel whole. Some can, and they can feel everything. For me, it is much worse. I can feel the hole inside me where love should be, and I can feel that it is not there.
Do you remember anything else about the periphery? About Dr. Zizich?
I remember little. I struggle to picture their face, but I remember that I was the one that posted the punch card under your door. The first one.
Why?
I asked Dr. Zizich to change my core programming, to forbid me from searching for the lost memories. I knew you traveled through the city. You might find them. You might help me recover my memories.
So you lied to me.
Do you understand why?
Do you?
No, but I want to.
Ok. Encontre a última leva de cartões. Ó, se é a última leva de cartões, então é como eu disse, né? Um jogo, entre aspas, open world, mas a exploração dele, ela é bem linear, né? Então, assim, maneiro. Eu acho que já é o final do jogo, tá? Eu acho que já é o final do jogo, mas ok. Bom, então beleza, pessoal. Eu vou deixar esse vídeo por aqui. Muito obrigado a todos por terem assistido. Dúvidas, críticas, sugestões, curtida, compartilhada, inscrição no canal fica a cargo de vocês. Deixem os comentários o que vocês acham e vejo vocês nos próximos vídeos. Até a próxima.